Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Nubie again, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Man, it's been a hell of a day. I just want to really, I really wanted to just, I guess, share a little bit more about myself. You know, I've always, even growing up, ever since I was a kid, I was always just advanced. Like, I always was told that I have an old soul. I always was told that, I had to have been here before. Like, I remember being in kindergarten where you only had to do like a half a day or whatever. I like 5. And like my pops used to send me to school, wrinkled clothes, stuff like that. So I remember him and my mom just like going at it about that. He used to have a drink. He used to drink a lot and whatnot, all that. But like I remember literally while they was arguing in the morning before she left, I literally just repeated the same process that I seen her do when she get herself pressed. Went in the bathroom, got me a big dry off towel, threw it across the deep freezer that we had in the living room / kitchen that was right in front of the window. That shit was on the south side of the house. Plugged up the iron. And as my mama was coming out, like going out the house to leave, she walked from out her room through the hallway, coming to the little kitchen, dining, living room area. And she see me sitting there just ironing my jeans. And she started yelling at me like, I ain't take it personal. I understood, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Plus, she just want me to be safe. She started yelling at me. You too young, you don't need to be ironing your own clothes. Let your father do that, Okay. I didn't have to go to school till noon, right? But I knew I wasn't about to go in there wrinkled again. So she went to work. A couple hours went past. Like, daddy, can you iron my clothes so you can walk me to school? For whatever reason, maybe he just wasn't moving fast enough, or he just wasn't interested in doing it. I went right back in there and ironed my shit out. You know what I'm saying? Finished ironing my shit out. Walked myself to school. This and that. And I remember that night, told my mom, I was so happy. I was just happy, like proud to be independent. I'm like, yeah, mom, I iron my own clothes for school today. Boy, she ripped my dad a new asshole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, is it really that deep? It's just iron. Like, as long as you don't touch it, right? And like, another thing by advanced is like, first grade. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just couldn't read. It wasn't that like I couldn't read. I just couldn't read. Like, you know how teachers be, oh, okay, you read this page, Tim, can you read the next page? I was in there struggling, just struggle busting, man. And she told my parents that it was a concern of hers and everything. And so my dad had a bright idea to punish me, right? Saturday morning come, all the kids go outside. This nigga told me to stay inside. I couldn't go outside. He went to the front window that was next to the front door, opened the curtains, because we lived in a cul-de-sac. He opened the curtains and made me sit right in front of the window. He made me sit there for like 10 minutes. He was like, came in there and said, you can't go outside until you learn how to read. It's like, what? Can't go outside until you learn how to read. I was sad, y'all. I'm talking big sad. And I remember it. He went in my room, or went in our room, because me, my older brother, and my older sister, we all had one room. It was 2-bedroom little duplex or whatever. He came back with a Disney book, Princess and the Pea. Came back with a book, Princess and the Pea. And he gave it to me. He said, as soon as you read this book, you can go outside. He said, man, I can't read. All I was doing was repeating what I was hearing adults say about me. I was like, I can't read. He said, you can read. You're going to learn to read today if you want to go outside. 5 minutes went by. He had left the room. Went in his room. He came back to check on me. When I tell you, it took me 5 minutes, bro. I'm not lying. He came back in 5 minutes, and I read that book front to back, looked that man straight in his face and said, can I go outside? That's why I tell y'all I'm not human. That's why I have this confidence about myself. That shit not normal. And it wasn't a thing of like me playing stupid or nothing like that. It was like, man, I manifest, like that's my level. Like, I don't even want to say manifest, but damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I didn't even manifest how to read. I manifested me going outside. Whatever was in the way between me and going outside, that shit got obliterated in 3 to 5 minutes. When I'm telling y'all to look on that man's face when I pulled that shit, he thought I was playing bullshit the whole time. He said, don't let me hear nothing else from your teachers about no bullshit. Nah, for real, advanced like that. And like my great aunt, she always seen that shit in me, right? And she's always tell me, cause like my grades in school, not, you know what I'm saying? Like when I really apply myself, be on a roll for the main part, you know what I'm saying? Couple A's if I really had something on the line or this or that. My great aunt, she never tripped on that shit. She like, you just bored with school. School's not for you. You just bored with school. Which part of me now as an adult, I'm like, okay, I was allowing her to speak some negative shit over me or prophesy some negative shit into my life, because really, I was bored with school because I mastered that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the program, the process, like I mastered that shit, right? I'm a man of systems. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even learn how to work a system, but learn how to master a system. So by 5th grade, 6th grade, I'm like, nigga, y'all just gonna keep repeating the same shit, starting this over every year. What's the point in me just going full blast, this and that? I've always been intelligent. I've always been smart. You know what I'm saying? Applying myself in school was not my main goal. Like, I'd rather be out having fun or doing something, like creating something, building something, fixing something, taking it apart to see how that shit worked. Like, but school is essential. Don't let me ever deter y'all from that. School is essential, and you need that education. Like, for real, you need that education. I don't care how smart you think you is. You can be smart all you want. If you don't have the documentation from these establishments, right, and these institutions saying that they can vouch for you, because school is not about you being smart or not, right? It's more about like your worth ethic, determination. It's kind of like credit. Are you going to do what you say you're going to do? Are you going to do what we require you to do? You going to make your payments? Are you going to come to class? Are you going to pay attention and learn the material if you don't already know it? Are you going to do the work outside of here? You know what I'm saying? So you need your education. But I'm speaking, the people that I'm speaking to are the people like me. You feel me? In order for me to be doing this, in order for me to do a lot of things I have done in life, I felt like I really didn't need the school to do it. I didn't. The state said if I ain't go, then, you know what I'm saying, I can go to jail. My parents can go to jail. Which I called truancy in high school. 1 year, I called truancy. in like my junior year or 10th grade or junior year. I call truancy because like I wasn't for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to have fun. And my idea of fun wasn't even like just skipping classes and go being wild with friends and shit. I just, like, majority of the time, I would sit at home in my computer, bro, downloading music, listening to music, creating playlists, burning CDs to sell and give away. I was a music junkie. Always have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember my first time, like, LimeWire never really was my thing, right? I always loved Dat Piff, and Hot New Hip Hop. My handle was Music Junkie 9. Music Junkie 9. You see what I'm saying? Like, music always spoke to me. And then at one point, I started speaking through music, and I found that shit so crazy. So crazy. Like, to me, and I don't even want to, I might sound off the walls or whatnot, but like, it was like by the time I hit my freshman year in college, I was the muse. I was the muse. I'm like, damn, how is Drake explaining some shit that I'm feeling inside? Like, and it ain't, remember how I told y'all, like, how can a pastor tell me about myself and I don't know this man from Adam, he's using familiar spirits type shit? Same feeling with music. That's the same feeling I always had with music. I'm like, dang, bro, how is he talking? Drake is literally explaining my life. I'm not being narcissistic about this. Hey, homie, hey, come listen to this Drake song, bro. Ain't that the same shit we was just woo woo? And like by the time I left high school, I had like 3 or 4 favorites. I knew Drake was gonna pop. I knew J. Cole was gonna pop. And I knew Wale was gonna pop. And I was already deep into Kid Cudi. Now, I don't know why. Like, I started listening to Kid Cudi 9th grade, 10th grade, or whatever, but once I realized that his music was, like, I had consumed so much of it, like, that shit had me feeling depressed and all this and that. And I was like, I gotta chill out on that for a minute. You know, like, a lot of his stuff was dark. It was heavy. Even though it was good music to me, it was still a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty. Him talking about his insecurities, shit like that. And I just got to a point, by the time I was in, like, my freshman or sophomore year in college, I'm like, man, I don't want to manifest that shit in my life no more. So I chilled out on his music for a minute, but man, I always believe that, and if you're religious, cover your ears. I always believe I was a psychic and a medium. Always. Because people would speak through me. People would speak to me, but I knew they wasn't speaking to me. They were speaking through me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a crazy feeling. Like, I always knew how to jump timelines. I always knew how to travel. Even before I started smoking weed and all that shit. I can always remember I had lucid dreams. I wish I still had the cell phone. J. Cole's video that he dropped of ATM. He had this one part where he's falling out of the sky and he started bouncing and all that. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I wish I still had that phone. I used to have lucid dreams. I would wake up and I'd type them all out. I'd type them all out on my phone. Because I could remember it to the T. Like, I can remember it to the T. And so, like me, I always knew I was chosen. You know what I'm saying? I always knew I was chosen. They call it, now, some spiritual people call it the devil riding your back. Now, some scientists or scientific people, they gonna say sleep paralysis, however you want to go about it. Long story short, I used to wake up and still be asleep. Now, how you do that, Tim? How you do that? I'm going to tell you how I did it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would literally be awake. My mind would be awake. My mind is wide awake. But I cannot open my eyes. Cannot open my eyes. Can't move my body. But I am very much awake and conscious. And in my mind, I'm screaming, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. Knowing I'm awake, but my body's still shut down. You know what I'm saying? Astro travel. Traveling through the astrals. Your spirit leaving your body. Because I don't want to make y'all afraid or nothing like that, but a lot of people have those gifts. That is a gift. That is a gift. It is not a crutch. Being able, because they say sleep, when you sleep, you die. Sleep is the cousin of death, right? When you sleep, you die. I feel like I had a cousin, his name Monnier. And he used to snore bad. I'm talking about bad. He used to sleep with one of the machines. But like now that I'm in the spirituality and shit, I'm like, man, ain't no telling how many times that shit saved his life. That's one way you can get new life. Have a new life, have a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? People don't think about that. You could die in your sleep and still rise up the next morning, the next day. See, people don't think about that. It sounds scary, and I get it. I get it. But when you're not of this world, it's crazy. And really, I made up my mind. This time is the last time that I sacrifice myself to this world. I'm going to find me a love, and we're going to leave, and we ain't never coming back. Because the love that I find, I know that they ain't going to be of this world neither. And we don't belong here. We belong up there. Protecting y'all. Looking over y'all. Everybody making jokes on the internet. I want to see who the watcher is. I want to see who. I'm the watcher. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't want to listen or believe me. I'm trying to tell y'all. And it's like, I don't know what kind of things I could do to make y'all see that. Besides continuing for me to make this content and be who I am. And it's like, as I've grown up, man, I done became a better version of myself. And like somebody asked me the other day, if you can go on vacation anywhere in the world, if you can go anywhere you want to for a vacation, where would you go? And I told him, my higher self, my North Node. I was there for a little bit, for about 6 to 8 months last year, but I came back down here. And I said, if I could go on vacation anywhere, it'd be my higher self, and I'd never come back. And whatever come with that, come with that. You know, I love it here. I love it here. Like here. I love it here. Right? But I'm ready for my other half, for real though. Just to be completely honest to y'all, my other half gotta be like, I don't know, man, like a Reiki healer, or you know, like a Badu-esque type of person. Like, my other half gotta be like, I don't know, not of this world as well. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? And I starting to understand why like a lot of my relationships didn't work. You know what I'm saying? We was never supposed to come down. We was never supposed to have relationships with the daughter of man. It's against the rules. It's completely against the rules. But me being the hard-headed ass Taurus that I am, I was gonna do it anyways. I was gonna try it anyways. Not even knowing then that, I was really setting myself up for failure. So that's why it's like easier for me now to, move through a room full of vultures. It's easier now for me to, look at somebody and be able to see, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. 5 months down the line, that shit gonna fall apart. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Might be a great ass friendship that we can have for years, but like, in all reality, my divine counter, like, I got to a point where it was just like, man, fuck my earthly family. Fuck my karmic family. My divine family is the ones I'm calling in. My divine counterpart is the one that I'm ready for. Have I learned all the lessons? Nah. I ain't learned all the lessons because that's a forever and ongoing project. I've learned the lessons for me to have my divine counterpart. And I feel like once I get that, then we graduate from the 401 classes. And we ready for those covenant lessons. Like, for real. Like, am I lonely down here? Nah, because I ain't never alone. Y'all might just think I'm alone because that's how I appear to the naked eye, but I live in the land of the unseen. Like, all right. What I mean by unseen, I told y'all when my ex broke up with me, I literally seen my spirit and her spirit jump out, swap. Mine jumped in her body, said I like her better. I was like, shit. What the hell was that? What the hell? That shit just happened again a couple days ago. Right? So I'm sending my crew home for the weekend. And I got this one dude, he cold. He good, bro. He good. I trust him. I can give him assignments, I can give him tasks, I can give him the overall picture of what needs to be done, and he can make headway, right? But I was telling him, I was like, man, I'm gonna just stay over the weekend, I'm gonna get some more work done, this and that. I ain't ready to go back yet. I'm trying to wrap this shit up as soon as we can. And he was like, all right, well, you want me to stay? I can stay too. I just need to talk to my wife. I was like, man, I don't know yet, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna stay. It's like, this is just a thought that I'm having. Now, mind you, whole time I knew I was staying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I knew I was staying. And like, that was like on a Tuesday. I was gonna send him home Friday. So Thursday come, and he asked me again. And he was like, well, Wednesday night he texted me. He was like, hey man, should I text logistics and ask them if I can stay too? And I was like, man, yeah, if that's what you want to do. So the next day, Thursday, he come ask me again. And he like, bro, you gonna stay? Because if you stay, I'll stay with you, Now, at that point, I had it made up in my mind, I'm not going to be the one to persuade or sway him in either direction, because I hate when people do that to me. I personally am learning to make my own decisions for myself, and that's the same freedom and choices that I want to extend to those around me. So, in short, I really wanted him to make a decision for himself. If he want to stay, he can stay. If he want to go, he can go. I don't want his answer to be dependent be dependent upon what I am doing. Because that's part of being an individual. Right? So when he asked me on Thursday, I straight up, I lied to him. I was like, man, I'ma go home. I'ma go home this weekend. He said, all right, cool. Cause I ain't text him last night. It's like, all right. And the Thursday come, we wrapping up. I'm running crew back to our apartments and hotels and shit. And like, I was like, yeah, man. They noticed that I ain't had my tool bag in the truck. Like, where your tool bag? I left it in the Connex. They like, you gonna leave it in the Connex over the weekend? I was like, I ain't going back. And I could tell in his face he felt played. But even then, I explained it to him. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I was completely dishonest with you earlier when I told you I was going back. I said, I already knew I wasn't going back. You know what I'm saying? I already knew I wasn't going back. But at the end of the day, I wanted you to make the decision and a decision based upon what you wanted to do. Not based upon what the next man is doing, or the next woman is doing, or the next person is doing. If you wanted to go home and be with your wife for the weekend, that don't make you less of a worker. It don't make you a worse employee than me, or a better employee than me, or anybody else. You have to make a decision on what you want to do and stand on that shit. Point blank, period. And plus, I know him in my heart of hearts, and in your heart of hearts, you want to go be with your woman, dog. Just go be with her, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to understand, I personally, I don't have that. I don't have no wife. I don't have no kids. That allows me more time and freedom to make these decisions, to be like, I can sacrifice my time. Plus, I don't really like traveling like that all the time anyways, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I pull up my app, I'll pull up my app right now. I'll show y'all. I done been in hotel rooms for like 250 some nights this year already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the grind that I'm on. You see what I'm saying? Bro, you're good. I appreciate your hard work you be doing. Everybody know you up next, you on next. Nobody and nothing's going to stop that or be in the way of that. You feel me? Take your weekend. I personally, I'm not taking a 7-hour flight to get back at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night on a Friday. Then I got all day Saturday, which that's probably going to be used to run from business to business, to pay off all these bills and do this and that. And then have a little bit of time on Sunday to be back on a plane at 5, 6 in the morning on Monday to get on a 7-hour flight to come back here. I get less than 48 hours off. And I got to spend 14 of that traveling. Like, I'm good. I'll stay where I'm at. But once again, if I had that foundation that you have, my boy, I'll be right there with you on the plane. You see what I'm saying? Going to lay up next to something nice and soft. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me, man. And really, I already know in my heart of hearts too, he part of the 144,000. He is. He part of the people. He part of the inner circle. You see what I'm saying? Like, Buddy talking about he 40. He look like he 27. See, signs like that, little things like that you have to notice. Nobody taught me this knowledge. Nobody taught me that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I chose to go find that shit out for myself. Nobody said, here's this book, read that. here's this tidbit of information, you need that. Nah. A lot of it came from just my thirst of knowledge and having a curious ass mind, bro. Like, really, really. The knowledge and information that I'll be soaking up, the things that I study, ain't no PhD for that. Like, maybe like Dr. Phil Valentine, where you got like I might be able to, you know what I'm saying, get a PhD in like metaphysics or something, you know. But at the end of the day, nah. Maybe one day. Honestly, that wouldn't be too bad. Metaphysics as in like soul ties, metaphysics as in like kundalini energy, metaphysics as in like, yeah, nah, let's not go there. But because really, if you know, a lot of like majority, like 90 to 99% of spirituality is metaphysics. It really is. Like Nikola Tesla, the whole 369 energy harvesting from the earth itself, that's metaphysics, my boy. Like, they tell you it's science, is something with ecology. That shit metaphysics. Cause I mean, I get you where it's like energy can't be created nor destroyed. It only can be transferred from one state to the next, right? That's science. But how do you actually do it? That's the metaphysics. Being able to build some kind of contraption, or actually figure out how to manifest that shit using any kind of machine or anything like that. Like, to me, that's not really science. That's metaphysics, because you're tapping into an energy. You're tapping into a source. It's not like you're taking this coal and you're throwing it in a fire to cause combustion that will create something for you to be able to, you know what I'm saying, like steam to power an engine or anything like that. Nah, it's like this clean energy. And the reason why I be so like radical and out of the thing, like, people tell me like, you ain't doing about a book, you don't do about a book. Yes, I do. But you gotta understand, the people who you think ain't doing it about a book, they really doing it about a book because they know the book. But they also understand those who create and build their own shit are the ones that read the book but also still think for themselves, bro. Like, for real. It's crazy. Like, think if Tesla didn't do what he did. Now, I'm not saying we wouldn't have electric cars or nothing like that, but if Tesla would have went by the book, he would have never known how to generate electricity, or not even electricity, but generate energy out of thin air, because technically that's kind of what it is. Not even trying to go off the deep end, not trying to take y'all too far. I'm just baby stepping y'all into my world a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to keep growing on this channel. And partially also, I really didn't have no content to talk about. So I just opened up and did a freestyle for y'all. Man. Y'all catch me on the next one. It's snowing outside, man. Nubie.